guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, and if you're not new, welcome back. My name is Sincerely BP, and we are talking about how to reach your goals and actually be productive in 2026. Now, it is July. It is the middle of the year, and this is a time where a lot of people do that mid-year reset, that mid-year check-in to see where they are with their goals. Did they hit their goals? Did they achieve what they said they were going to do? Are they right on par for where they want to be? Where are we with our new year goals? Now, if you didn't reach your goals, if you still have a little bit more to go, if you are feeling behind, don't worry, because I am here to teach you how to be productive and how to truly reach your goals in 2026. Now, let's get right down to business. The first thing that you want to do is you want to make a master list of every goal that you have and everything you want to accomplish in 2026. Yes, make a master list. If you made a master list already, then okay, you can refer back to that list. But this is kind of like a mid-year reset, a mid-year kickoff. So I want you to make a new master list. And what I want you to do with this list, write down every goal that you have, but maybe you want to adjust some of your goals. Maybe some of the goals you made at the beginning of the year, you're like, you know what, that was a little bit too ambitious. It wasn't realistic. Or you know what, actually, I think my goal has now transformed to this, or I really want to focus my time on X, Y, and Z. So that's why I do think it's important to make a new master list of your goals and the things you want to accomplish, because goals change. The benchmark changes. Maybe you're focused on X, Y, and Z now. Maybe you have some new goals that you want to add to the list. My second tip is to organize your goals by the quarter. This has truly changed the game for me, because it has truly allowed me to, first of all, set like realistic deadlines for my goals. And this has really helped me to like set a steady pace for my goals. And it helps me to give me time to actually work towards my goals and actually, you know, it just gives me the time to do it. So that's something that has really helped me, because I have big goals. Like, I have big goals that I want to achieve. And by saying, you know what, let's finish this by the second quarter. Like, that has helped me so much, because it kind of takes the pressure off. And when some of the pressure is relieved from some of the goals that I have for myself, it allows me to accomplish that goal quicker, because it's like, I don't feel that pressure. So then it's like, since I have less pressure, it's easier for me to tackle the goal, if that makes sense. When you make your quarterly goals, I want you to be realistic about what you can achieve. If you have a super big goal and you work a full-time, 9 to 5, then yes, it's okay to give yourself 3 months to reach that goal, because you literally work 40 hours a week or more. So you really only have your evenings and the weekends. And we all know that on the evenings we're tired. We have to cook dinner. Maybe you have to tend to your kids. Maybe you have to, there's so many things that you have to do. Like on the weekends, maybe we have laundry, birthday parties, dinners, this event, that event. So you need to give yourself time to realistically accomplish the goals you set out to do. And it's important that you think about what your time constraints are, and you think about what your normal productivity rate is. Like, when you set these goals, truly think about what is realistic and how you operate as a person, and what you are realistically going to get done, and how you're realistically going to operate. And you want to factor that into the time that you set for your goal and when you want to complete it. My third tip is to organize your quarterly goals into months. And what I mean by that is you want to decide what is going to be your main focus for the month. So you're going to set your quarterly goals, right? And after you set your quarterly goals, Then you're gonna look in that quarter. Okay, so now because we're in July, we're in the third quarter, right? So the months in the third quarter is July, August, September, right? Okay. Yeah, oh my gosh, we're in the third quarter, y'all. Okay. So the months are July, August, September. So you're gonna say, okay, the month of July, I definitely wanna have X, Y, and Z done. Let's say that you are opening a business and you're like, okay, for the month of July, I definitely want to have my business plan done and I want to have my LLC and my operating agreement completed. That's going to be your focus for the month of July when it comes to your business. So then you're going to be doing your research. You're going to be identifying your target audience. You're going to be identifying, you know, who you're serving, how you're serving. You're really fully fleshing out your business plan. And then you're fully fleshing out, okay, what is the required documents and information I need to get my LLC. And then you're gonna go to the Secretary of State website and you're gonna look at everything and you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? So that's like by the end of July, that is fully complete. Now in August, I want to make sure that I identify a trademark lawyer and that I choose my trademark lawyer and I know what my logo is and I know what I want trademarked and I'm gonna confirm that no one has my trademark, whatever the case may be. And that's what your focus is for August. August is making sure that, you know, your trademark and your logo is good to go. September, whatever. That's an example of what I mean by organize your goals by the quarter. Once you know what by the month. Once you know what you want to get done for that quarter, then organize it by the month. So you say, okay, this month that, this month that, and you know what the main focus is for the month. Make sure that you write out monthly goals. The beginning of every month, you should be writing out what your goals are for that month specifically. And this is where you can tie in those smaller goals. Like, yes, your big goal is that you want to make sure that, you know, you get your brand trademarked, but your smaller goal is that, which by the way, that's just an example, getting your brand trademarked can take longer than a month. Back to what I was saying. Now you want to write out your monthly goals. So you're going to write obviously the big goals and then you're going to say, oh, I want to exercise every day. I want to drink 8 glasses of water every day. I want to make sure I take my vitamins every day. I want to read 10 pages of a book before I go to bed every day. That's where you write out your monthly goals and use a monthly planner. Monthly planners are key. And literally, I love monthly planners because they're customizable. So, you know, as we all know, time moves so fast. Like the month is gonna be gone before you know it. And then it's on to a new month. And it's so important that you cultivate and you manifest the energy for the month. And to me, the best way to do that is to have a separate monthly planner and truly write in the month and then write in your monthly goals, and you're coming to that monthly planner with fresh energy. So I have a yearly planner, right? And you know, I have the standard 12-month planner where you flip the page and it's a new month and you write out what you want to do for the week, yada, yada, yada. But I love to also fill in a specific sheet, 1-pager, that is dedicated to that month, because I am cultivating new energy. I'm approaching this monthly planner with a fresh mind and fresh energy, and we are cultivating something new. Like, we are refreshing ourselves. We're resetting ourselves for the month. So that's why I highly suggest using a monthly planner. I do sell a digital monthly planner. It looks like this. If you go to my Beacons link, if you click the Beacons link in the description box below, you can grab my monthly planner. And when I tell you guys, it is going to help you get your life together. Like, it is going to help you get on track for the month and feel prepared and feel refreshed for the month. I'm telling you, I do this every month and it's a game changer. Next, you want to write out actionable steps for each item in each monthly goal. So write out an actionable step or steps for each monthly goal. And this is where you want to write out the steps that you are going to take weekly to reach that goal. Example, work out 3 times a week. If your monthly goal is, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds, then what are you going to do weekly to ensure that you lose those 10 pounds? You're going to make sure that you work out 5 times a week. You're going to make sure that you drink your water. You're going to make sure that you meal prep every Sunday. These are the actionable steps that you are breaking down that you're going to do weekly. Then you also want to write down the steps that you're going to take daily. So this is the drinking the water every day, getting my protein intake every day. I'm going to track my calorie intake every day. I'm going to use my fitness tracker and my calorie tracker. These are the things that you're going to do daily. You want to break down the actionable steps from the monthly goal to the weekly to the daily. Number 5, gather all the materials that you need to make your goals possible. Whether that is you have to buy a new gallon water bottle from Amazon to make sure that you drink that gallon of water every day, whether you have to buy a new journal to make sure that you have one specific place where you are writing down all your goals and where you're, able to write down your feelings and your emotions for the day to really have a clear mind and a clear heart every single day. Whether you have to buy a new planner because you need a planner to make sure that you have that fresh mindset and to make sure that you're cultivating that new, fresh, resetting energy for the month, for the week, for the day. Whether you have to buy dumbbells, whether you have to buy a yoga mat because you're not going to be able to make it to the gym every day. So on the day that you don't make it to the gym, you can do your at-home workout right in your room or right in your living room on your yoga mat with your dumbbells. Number 6, make a vision board. You can make a digital vision board or you can make a paper vision board, and I highly suggest making a vision board for the year, for the quarter, and for the month. I think vision boards are key to truly cultivating the energy that you want to attract in your life. When I tell you guys, something that is so crazy is the last vision board that I made, I put Bali on my vision board. And the crazy thing is I didn't even think too hard about it when I put Bali on my vision board. I had different sections for my vision board, and one of the sections on my vision board was travel. So then I put I did a physical vision board and I used magazines, and I literally I seen Bali in a magazine and I just put it on my vision board. And it wasn't because I really wanted to go to Bali. It was just an example of somewhere that I would want to go because it was a tropical location. And I love tropical locations. So I'm yeah, I want to travel more. And I just put the word Bali on there. Y'all, it is so crazy because the other day I found that vision board. That's an old vision. It's maybe a year-old vision board, but those are still my current goals. That vision board is still current to the things that I'm striving for. And I looked at it and I seen Bali on it and I was oh my gosh, I just came back from my solo trip to Bali. And that is so crazy. Y'all, I'm telling you, vision boards, I'm telling you, it works. You are calling that energy to yourself. And it's so crazy because it was not top of mind. It was not something oh my gosh, I really want this to happen. I really, really need this to happen. I really want this. No, it was just I just put that on my vision board because it represented I don't know, but that really shows you the magic and the power of a vision board. And it shows you the magic that we have within ourselves. And manifestation is truly real. When you do something with the intention to call certain energy to yourself and you do something with the intention to manifest a certain outcome, you are calling that energy in and you're attracting that energy to yourself. Because I made my vision board with the intentions that yes, all these things are going to come to life to me and they're going to come into fruition for me. And literally the fact that I like looked on my board and I seen Bali and I was just like I don't even remember putting Bali on my vision board because it wasn't something that I was like super attached to, you know? Like I was originally gonna go to Zanzibar for my birthday, and then I literally just like at the last minute switched to Bali, like because I'm like, you know what, I honestly wasn't feeling Zanzibar for a long time. Like it was something truly innate in me that was like, Zanzibar is not the right place to go. Like it was just truly my intuition telling me like, no, don't go to Zanzibar. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Bali because Bali is known for like healing, and it's a very like zen, like calming, relaxing, meditation, spiritual, and that's my vibe. Like if you know me, that's really my vibe. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to Bali because I think I'll enjoy that much more. And I had an amazing time. I had an amazing time in Bali. Okay, number 7 is to make a tracker for your goals. This is very key to achieving your goals and being productive because you need to see the progress. You need to be able to check it off and say, check, I did this. You need to track your progress because it's not only going to make you feel good and satisfied knowing that you are taking the steps necessary to reach your goals, but it's also going to keep you motivated because it's like, yeah, I did this. I checked this off. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, like it's just going to keep you motivated. And you can do this in your notes app, or you can do this on a physical sheet of paper. You can create your own tracker, like however you want to do it, but just make sure you do that. Next, I want you to plan out your week every Sunday. This is key. And you can do it every Sunday or you can do it every Friday. But you want to plan out your week ahead of time, and you want to use a weekly planner to do this. Now you can get my digital weekly planner. Again, click the beacons link in the description box below. I have a great weekly planner that's gonna set you up for success every week. Every week you can customize it. You can put in the date. You can put in what your main goals are for the week. You can literally write out what you want to do for each day. And when I tell you this is a game changer, like you are setting yourself up for success when you utilize a weekly planner and you plan in advance, either on Friday or the Sunday of that week. Make sure you write out your plans for the week and you write out what you want to accomplish for that week. And make sure you write out what you want to accomplish for each day in the planner. So you need to say, okay, on Monday, I want to do X, Y, and Z. Tuesday, X, Y, and Z. Wednesday, X, Y, and Z. Thursday, X, Y, and Z. And make sure that you make it realistic and you really think about what your productivity rate is and what you realistically, if you know that you work from 9 to 5 and that once you come home, you pretty much have from 6 to 10 to do what you need to do, then you need to be realistic. If you know that realistically you only have 2 hours of free time, then put that in there. Other 2 hours you're gonna be cooking, and then you're gonna be eating and then washing the dishes or whatever. So then you have 2 hours to yourself before you getting ready for bed. Like, be realistic about the time that you have and how you can utilize it. Next, I want you to create a daily schedule. Yes, after you have created your weekly schedule, then I want you to create a daily schedule. Create an ideal daily schedule. And then I also want you to create a realistic daily schedule. And what I want you to do is to continue to strive to reach your idealistic daily schedule. And the idealistic daily schedule is like, if I was the highest version of myself and if I was like, you know, my ideal perfect version of myself, how would my day go? What would I do for the day? What time would I wake up? What would my morning routine be? What time would I start work? When would I have my lunch break? When would I end work? What would I do after work? And I want you to, that's how I want you to cultivate your ideal daily schedule. So if it's, okay, I'm waking up at 5 a.m., brushing my teeth, washing my face. I'm doing my prayer and meditation. Then I'm working out. Then I take a shower, then breakfast, then I start work. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, that's how you cultivate your daily schedule. The ideal time that you wake up in the morning. And then it's like, okay, now I'm winding down at 9 p.m. I'm taking my night shower. I'm putting on my pajamas. I'm doing my face mask. I'm reading my book before bed. Okay, 10 p.m. lights out, no phone, no social media. I'm asleep. And that's how you want to write out your daily schedule. And then your realistic daily schedule is like, okay, how does my day normally go? Like in a perfect world, how my day would go. Realistically, I'm getting out of bed at 8 a.m. I'm washing my face, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm putting on my clothes. I'm not even going to the gym at 8 a.m. And because I'm not going to the gym because I gotta be work at 9 a.m., I'm going to the gym after work. You know what I'm saying? So you want to think about that, like, okay, realistically, I don't get up that early. And then you do have your realistic schedule too. So that way you have an optimistic schedule that you're striving for, but if you end up reverting back to your old habits, you can at least follow the schedule for your realistic schedule and you won't feel terrible because you're still on schedule. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you use a daily planner. I have a daily planner. You can access my daily planner by clicking the beacons link in the description box below. This daily planner will help you to truly organize your life, organize your mind, and truly execute on your daily schedule. Your daily schedule is key. This is what you're doing every single day to reach your larger scale goals. In order to reach your weekly goals, in order to reach your monthly goals, in order to reach your quarterly goals, you have to reach your daily goals. Like your quarterly, monthly, weekly goals are a culmination of what you do every single day. So having a daily planner is key. And the reason why I think that the daily planner is important is because it truly allows you to get into the weeds and the details of what are the most important things that I want to get done for today, and then what I want my schedule to look like for the day. Because for me, like I said, I have my weekly planner, the standard 12-month weekly, like a physical weekly planner, the regular like 12-month binder spiral planner, and I can't fit everything that I want to do for the day in that planner. Like my weekly planner is just for my high level, okay, what is everything that I want to achieve for the week. But the daily planner will truly allow me to get in the weeds of like, okay, what are the things that I truly need to get done for the day? What's my focus for the day? What's my mindset for the day? 10, I want you to plan out your day the night before. Yes. You can adjust your list if you need to adjust your list, but I want you to make it the night before. Identify what your top priorities are for the day. So this is such a productivity hack, guys. So essentially, you can do this a multitude of different ways. So you can fill out your daily planner the day before, right? Like, okay, today's Tuesday. I'm filling out my daily planner for Wednesday. This is what I want to do. This is how I want my Wednesday to go. Then what you want to do is you can take a sticky note and say, okay, I want to get this done tomorrow. Here are the 5 things that I absolutely need to get done tomorrow. And then what you want to do is number it. And you have to prioritize it on what needs to get done first and what's most important. I'm going to attack this first, then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way, when you wake up the next day and when you sit down to start working, you have already thought about what needs to be done for the day and in what order you're gonna attack it. So you have that is out of the way. You have nothing left to do but to start doing what you need to do. That is setting yourself up for the day. That is key to success because you've eliminated the stress, the worry, and the time thinking about, okay, what do I need to do today? Okay, what should I do first? You've done that already. You did that yesterday. So you're now prepared for the day. Key, y'all, that is a key hack. Even if you don't do anything with the planners, forget the planners. Even if you don't use a planner, the least that you can do is at the end of your workday, make a to-do list for what you are going to do the next day and number it in the order that you are going to execute each thing on that list. Get a sticky note, get a piece of paper, use a notebook, whatever. 11, schedule time for rest and recovery. Rest and recovery is so important. You can't be on go mode 100% of the time. You need time to rest. You need time to recover. You need time to recoup and to reset with yourself. So make sure you schedule time for rest and recovery. Make time for breaks within your day. You can't just go at it full steam ahead. If you don't make time for breaks, your body will make time for you. And it's gonna be in a really inopportune time. So schedule your breaks, take your breaks. 12, I want you to reflect on the previous week and how you can be better for the next week. Every week you need to reflect. You need to look back at the previous week and say, okay, what did I say I was gonna do? What did I wanna do? And what did I actually do? Now, how can I be better this week? Okay, last week I worked out 3 times a week. Let me make sure that I work out no less than 4 times a week this week. Okay, last week I meal prepped every day, but I ate out 2 times a week. Let me try to get that down and only eat out 1 time this week. Last week I slipped up and I bought a bag of chips. I'm not gonna buy any junk food this week. Like, that's the kind of things that you wanna do. 13, have monthly and quarterly check-in. You wanna make sure that you are revisiting your goals. You wanna make sure that you're revisiting your goals monthly and quarterly so that you don't lose focus of your goals for the year. It can be really easy to kind of lose focus and get sidetracked, as we know, like, cause we're resetting right now. It's important to keep revisiting your goals, even if you're just like reading your goals. Like, I'll randomly get my notebook where I wrote down my master list of all my goals, and I'll just read the list of my goals to be like, okay, am I working on this? Okay, I'm working on this. I'm working on that. I'm working on this. Okay, I didn't start on that yet, but I still have time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just do that. Like, I just like refresh my mind of what my goals are for this year so that I can ensure that I'm still on track and I'm still doing what I said I was gonna do. 14, journal/brain dump. Journaling is key. And that's why in almost every video I probably mention journal, or I say, okay, we're gonna do this journal prompt. We're gonna journal. Journaling truly helps you to understand your thoughts, understand your emotions, and get clarity on how you're feeling. In order to operate at your highest self and at your best self, you need to understand where you are mentally. You need to understand where you are emotionally, because that helps you to operate clearly and that helps you to know how you want to move forward. So I highly suggest journaling and just like doing a big brain dump, at least doing a brain dump of how you feel, everything that you need to do, what's stressing you out, what's worrying you. Like, journal. And I do have a manifestation journal, guys. So about a year or 2 ago, I wrote a manifestation journal and I published it on Amazon. You can find it in the description box below, and you can use my manifestation journal if you need a journal. My manifestation journal is awesome. It helps you manifest anything that you want in life. Like, truly, I explain what manifestation is, and I also give you specific prompts that you can use to manifest different things in different areas of your life. So my final tip is to journal, guys. Journal. Get those thoughts down on paper. Sometimes we have so much mental clutter up here that it is really hindering us from operating efficiently and effectively, and we're not going to reach our goals if we're not operating efficiently and effectively, guys. So those are my tips on how to be productive and to actually reach your goals in 2026. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down below which tip do you think is going to help you the best, or which tip truly open your eyes and give you a new perspective? Which tip are you going to utilize? Thank you so much for watching. Bye.